the first coach that gets fired. So we'll see, man. But thank you guys for joining in. We are breaking some stuff down today. AFC South and the AFC East. Big B Live. I appreciate it. Big B Dailies is what we're doing. I appreciate y'all joining in, man. Again, everybody that's on TikTok, please, if you're not following me, give me a follow. Everybody over. If not, come on over to YouTube. The chat is up and hot over on YouTube, man. So, nope, no guest lives. Not today. Not today. So, let's talk about the AFC South. Everybody is talking about Jacksonville. And I like Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville, adding Calvin Ridley, they didn't really do anything defensively. They didn't do a ton defensively, but I definitely like Jacksonville to win that division. I think Jacksonville is going to be the cream of the crop in that division. But here's the thing. Do not write off Tennessee. If you remember, Tennessee was basically 2.5 minutes from winning that division and going to the playoffs last year, and they gave the game away. So don't sleep on Tennessee. Now, look, I'm the first person to tell you they got Basket Case Tannehill as their quarterback. So, I don't know how good you can be with Basket Case Tannehill, but their defense is, if not the best in the league, they're not fourth best in the league. So the Titans got an outstanding defense. They still got Derrick Henry running that football. They got some more weapons. Look, Hopkins is going to help. Hopkins is not the same Hopkins that he was 4 years ago, but Hopkins is going to help. Not to mention one thing about Hopkins, he wasn't just this burner that ran by people. That was never his game. So, him being a little bit older, he's not losing a burst of just running past people. That was never what he did. So Hopkins is absolutely going to help. I'm just telling you, man, watch out for Tennessee in that division. I still think Jacksonville wins, but Tennessee is they're dangerous. Let's just call them dangerous in that division, man. Very dangerous. Now, at the bottom of the division, it's pretty bad. Look, the Texans are starting over. They got a new coach. The Texans will be okay. The Texans are going to be okay. They got a new coach. They're starting over. But it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle early. So we'll see. But the Jags are definitely winning that division. The Texans are going to be third. The Titans will be second. And then the Colts, I think the Colts are going to be right down there with Arizona and the Raiders as being one of the worst teams in the league. The Colts are going to be terrible. They're starting the wrong quarterback. It's just bad. Just bad. Woo. And it's not that I don't like Richardson. Richardson he's got a cannon for an arm, super athletic. He knows where to go with the football. But like I've said many times, those lower body mechanics. I saw a throw the other day. He threw the ball on time, knew where to go. But literally, he was falling backwards. His legs were parallel to the line of scrimmage. I'm like, you can't complete passes like that in the NFL, man. You can't do that. So he's got a lot to learn. I don't know why they're not having him sit for a year. They're not winning anything this year. So, but their owner is nuts. Irsay is crazy. It's going to be bad news. Bad news at Indianapolis. But I like Jacksonville in that division. Jacksonville has got something, man. Jacksonville has absolutely got something. I thought they'd do a little bit more in free agency on the defensive side of the ball, but they didn't. And they were kind of the bend but don't break. They gave up a lot of yards, but not a ton of points. So we'll see how they do. Now, moving over to what a lot of people say is the toughest division in football is the AFC East. Now, look, everybody's on the Jets. Everybody is on the Jets. I don't think so. I think the Jets offensive line, I know people are starting to mention it here lately. I've been mentioning it for a month and a half, 2 months now. Their offensive line is terrible. It's bad. They're relying on a 37, almost 38-year-old left tackle that's hurt. Dwayne Brown, he was good, but he's hurt. And again, 37, 38-year-old left tackles don't always play out very well in the National Football League, man. Um, so we'll see how that goes. But their line, man, it's not good. It's not good. So it's going to be a problem. But so we'll see. We'll see. We may be just overstating it. I don't think that we are. I think that might be their Achilles heel because they're going to play good defense. But I'm just not on the Jets. I'm not on the Jets in that division. I was mentioning to guys, and again, we are live on TikTok. We are live over on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. Thank all you guys. Anybody that's not following me on TikTok, please do. You follow me over on YouTube. Come subscribe. Come join the chat over on YouTube, man. We're having a good time. But I don't think anybody, and by the way, I'm sorry, and somebody just asked me this. YouTube, it is Big B Sports Talk. So come on over and join over on Big B Sports Talk, man. So, and today, again, we'll get to some live Q&A here in a second, but we're just breaking down the AFC South and the AFC East. And then we'll take any question that you guys have. We'll run through the chat, man. I'll knock it all down. But breaking it down, I got the Bills winning the East. I got the Bills winning the East. I think the Bills are still the best team in that division. I do. I like them. Nobody's talking about them. They've got a lot of fanfare the last couple of years. I like the Bills. I think the Bills are that good. I think the Bills win that division, man. I think they do. I think they still have the best quarterback in my mind. I think they win that division. Now, the Dolphins, look, I picked the Dolphins before camp started. I said, Fangio coming over to call the defense. I was all over the Dolphins winning the division. And then Jalen Ramsey got hurt. And Jalen Ramsey is not going to play football this season, people. That's not going to happen. And even if he comes back in mid to late December, how effective is he going to be? He'll be rushing back. It's a meniscus. Those are 4 to 6 months. I mean, what are we talking about here? So I'm off the Dolphins winning the division. I still think they can make the playoffs, but I got them coming in second. Like, it's too bad because I think they could do something. But Xavier Howard's not a number one corner anymore. He isn't. He needed Jalen Ramsey to be as effective. If Howard has to be your number one corner, that's the problem. I'm not saying he's not good, but he's just not a number one guy anymore. And you saw that last year. That's why the Dolphins went out and got Ramsey. So I still like the Bills. I like the Dolphins. The Jets are going to come in third. The Jets are going to be third. I think it's a lot of hype. I think that line is going to, first of all, that division is really good. It's a real good division. So for them to win, I don't think anybody runs away with it. I think it's all going to be close. But I think the Jets come in third, and the Jets still will have an outside chance to make the playoffs. They're going to have an outside chance to make the playoff. The Jets are going to have a good team. So we'll see what happens with that. The Patriots, I think the Patriots are cooked. I think the Patriots are going to fight because their defense is going to be good. Their defense is going to be very good. But I don't think the Patriots have any shot to win that division, man. I don't. I don't think they have a chance. I'm not a believer in Mac Jones. I actually think Zappy is a better quarterback. I think we've seen Zappy be a better quarterback. And don't talk to me about Mac Jones. Oh, he made the Pro Bowl as a rookie. Man, he was the 11th alternate when guys didn't want to play. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he made the Pro Bowl. But no, the Patriots are not going to be good. The defense will keep them in games. I'm not saying they're going to get blown out by everybody. But if they win, I think they're going to win 7-8 games. 7-8 games. And a lot of teams in that division, it's going to be close. Like, I think Buffalo wins it, but I think they get to 11 wins. Heck, as tough as a division, it might only be 10 wins. Who knows? So it's going to be, tough sledding in the AFC East. But I got the Bills coming in first. I got the Dolphins second. I got the Jets third, and I got New England bringing up the rear. New England bringing up the rear. So we'll see what happens, man. So again, just to let everybody know, man, Monday through Friday, we are going to be live. Big B Dailies. We're live on Facebook. We're live on TikTok. And we are live on YouTube. You guys have been asking me to do this for a year now. And I got it put together. So I apologize for the delay. But we are up and running. We're going to start having, as soon as football starts, we are going to start doing Big B bets. We're going to be doing bets every day. I say every day. Every day. We're going to be putting out Big B bets on Fridays and get them out for the weekend. College and pro football, just like we did last year. Every Friday, just like last year. We were at 52.6% last year. So a little bit below the 55% mark where we want to be. But we'll get it together. We made money. We're going to make some more money this year. That's the main thing. We made some money. So, again, everybody, we're live on YouTube. We're live on not Instagram. We're live on Facebook. We're live on TikTok. We're going into our Q&A section now, man. I'm just going to rapid fire. I'm going to answer people's questions, man. Whatever you think. We can talk college football. We can talk pro football. We'll get into it. We'll do this at the end of every live session, man. So let's get into this today. So we don't have a ton of people. Again, come subscribe over to YouTube. We don't have a ton of people in that chat. We got a ton over here in TikTok. Let's look at one. So we talked about the AFC or the NFC North already. We did that last week. But the AFC North, I still got Minnesota. I still like Minnesota. I know everybody's on the Lions. I got to see it. And I like Minnesota. I like the Lions coming in second. I think Green Bay is going to fight, but I think the Bears are third, and I think Green Bay brings in the rear. I think Green Bay brings up the rear. I think the Bears are going to win between 7 and 9 games. I would say more if I trusted their defense, but I don't. All right, let's look at another one. So we've got a Cowboys prediction. Let's talk about the Cowboys. I like the Cowboys. I like the Cowboys record. Now, y'all know at Big B, I am a Cowboys professed hater. I don't like the Cowboys. I live 10 minutes from the star. It brings me nothing but joy when the Cowboys lose. I am a professed Cowboy hater. And y'all know it. It's fun for me. However, the Cowboys are going to be good this year, man. They are. I know there's a lot of people in the chat saying, "Oh, the Cowboys are going 8-1, and Dak's going to throw 25 picks." I'm like, come on, man, stop being casual fans. Even me, the biggest Cowboy hater, knows that Dak Prescott is not a interception thrower. And people are going to say, "What are you talking about, Brian? He chokes in the playoffs." Think about what you just said. Choking in the playoffs is different than throwing a ton of interceptions. He doesn't throw a ton of interceptions in the regular season. He did last year for the first time ever. But he comes up small in the playoffs. There's a difference. There's a huge difference. So, but I think the Cowboys are going to be good. Their roster is top 3, top 5 in the league. If Dak plays like he usually does, the Cowboys got something. I think their defense is going to be very, very good. So, what's going on, my man? I appreciate it. Thank you. See, I got a fan over on YouTube, man. Y'all come on over to YouTube, man. Come on over. I appreciate everybody that's following. If you're not following me on TikTok, please come and follow us. Come join us, man. If not, come subscribe over to YouTube. Come join on Facebook. We are having a ball. Garrett was a better coach than McCarthy. I wouldn't say that. I mean, Garrett had some really good rosters, and he was going 8-8 with those rosters. So I think Garrett did come across some bad luck. I will say that Garrett came across some bad luck, but and I don't even think McCarthy's that good of a coach. But I don't think that he's a better coach. I don't think so. All right. What else we got, man? What else we got? No, absolutely not. I mean, Adolf, I don't necessarily like your name, but at the same time, the Colt A.R. Richardson or A.R. whatever, Anthony Richardson, he's not. Look, I like Anthony Richardson. I think he's got a chance. I just think he needs a year to sit and get his lower body mechanics together. I've said it a million times, and I said it before he got drafted. When he got drafted, preseason, I'll say it again. Outstanding arm, incredible athlete, very good at the whiteboard, knows where to go with the football. But he when your lower body mechanics are horrible, the passes are always inaccurate, late. It's bad, man. It's bad. And the Colts are going to pay the price for that this year. And maybe that's their plan. I don't know. But it's not going to end up good. He's going to end up being a 52% passer in the league. And people are going to wonder why. Just watch him throw the football, and you know why. His lower body mechanics are all over the place. They should have sat him down for a year. Instead, they're not going to do that, and it's going to end up costing them a lot of games, a lot of football games. So here we go. Finn Fan over in YouTube. No way, you didn't hear that. You didn't hear what? What didn't you hear? Tell me. I got the Dolphins finishing second in the division, brother. They're going to finish second. They're just not going to win. They're just not going to win. Tua against the Texans. Look, I like Tua. If Tua stays healthy, I think Tua can be a really good quarterback. People rag on him about his arm, and yeah, it's not the strongest, but Tua is one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the National Football League. I mean, think of all those yards that Waddle and Tyreek Hill got last year, and we're talking about a guy named Tua who, again, has a rag arm. But why? Everybody thinks that every pass that Tyreek Hill catches is over top of somebody's head. That's not the case, man. The guy is so jittery, quick, fast. He turns simple slant routes into 40, 50, 60-yard touchdowns. That's what he does. So we'll see. Buffed up. Better than ESPN. See that? Somebody recognizes at Big B that I know what I'm talking about, and they like it. Look, y'all know me. I'm just honest. I'm honest. I try to be animated because I think life is way too short not to have a good time. So we're going to be animated. We're going to tell the truth. We're going to bet, and we're going to make a little bit of money. We're going to have some fun. That's why people come to this channel, man. That's why. That is why. Let's see. What else we got? What we got over on TikTok? Thoughts on the preseason? I mean, preseason is preseason. Here's the thing. I'm a diehard Steeler fan, man. I'm a diehard Steeler fan. Steelers have played outstanding in the preseason, but I also understand it's the preseason. Okay? I can't go ballistic and say the Steelers are going undefeated because they've looked like a team that could go undefeated in preseason. It doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work that way. Now, do I think the Steelers are going to be better? Absolutely. But I've been screaming that forever. And everybody tells me I'm crazy. Steelers, 10, 11 wins. No way. I'm like, have you looked at their schedule? Just look at the Steelers' schedule and tell me you don't see 10 wins. Tell me you don't see it. You know they're going to split with their division because they do it every year, just like everybody in that division. But tell me you can't see 10 wins. Minimum. That's happening. It's happening. Get on board, people. Get on board. The Steelers are winning 10 games. And it may be 12. Now, deal with that. It might be 12. Now here. Somebody on TikTok said, "Oh, it could be 6." Stop it. Stop it. All right? I'm having a good day today. Don't do that to me. I'm having a good day today. All right? Don't do that to me. I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying to be cool. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got over here? So, I'm smarter than ESPN analysts. Look at that. Look at that. I am smarter than the ESPN analysts. See that? Unbelievable. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. I can't wait till football starts. I can't wait. People have been asking me about putting up big B bets early in preseason. I mean, you can't. Look, I am not a degenerate gambler. I don't have any problems with anybody that does that. I'm just not going to do that. I can't bet on the guy that's going to be literally working for UPS in 2 weeks. I can't do that. I can't. I can't. I can't. And I know people do. And I get it. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. And again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with working at UPS. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. I know tons of people that work there, people that make a ton of money. It's a great job. That wasn't my intent. What I'm saying is, if those guys are playing in the National Football League that I know are going to be working at UPS in 2 weeks, I have to bet my money on them? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. All right, what do we got, TikTok? Who do we got? What do we got? Calvin Ridley. Ooh, that's a great question. Calvin Ridley, a top 10 receiver this year. I don't know if he gets in the top 10, but he won't be 15. He won't be 15. Calvin Ridley is that guy. So I don't know if he gets in the top 10. It's a strong possibility. I don't even know if he gets to 13, top 12. But I like Calvin Ridley a lot. A lot. He's big. He's fast. Good hands. He's got a good quarterback. He's in a good system. I like Calvin Ridley. That's a great question. Great question, man. And again, everybody, we're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. Anybody, if you're not following me on TikTok, you're not following me on YouTube, please do. Follow me. Come over to YouTube. Come over to the chat. Come subscribe. Let's have some fun. Let's see. Is DeAndre Hopkins going to put up Pro Bowl numbers? That is another good question. I don't know if he's going to put up Pro Bowl numbers. Matter of fact, I'm positive he won't. Let me just say that. He will not. Now, the reason isn't necessarily because he doesn't have Pro Bowl ability, but y'all know how I feel. First of all, he's on a run-oriented offense with Derrick Henry. But number two, y'all know how I feel about Basket Case Tannehill. You know how I feel about Basket Case Tannehill. I mean, he's not putting up Pro Bowl numbers with Basket Case Tannehill. That's just not going to happen. That's just not going to happen. So I wish that they had a better quarterback, but they don't. They don't. I did see that Willis is playing better, though. I know Willis got in the game, and Willis was awful last year, and he was. He was. But part of the problem with Willis, though, was he was coming from a college offense where the 2 words were what they called in the huddle. It was difficult. But a year in the system, he looks a hell of a lot better. I don't know that he's ready to start, but I don't know. Who knows? Who knows, man? All right, what do we got? Justin Fields going to put up some good numbers this year. Absolutely. Absolutely. He's going to put up good passing numbers this year. You know, before it's been all rushing. He's got some more weapons. He's got guys in place where they need to be. You know, DJ Moore is good. They'll be able to move the football a little bit better. The line is a little bit better. They can protect him a little bit better. The Bears will be better. First of all, I'm a firm believer that the National Football League is better when the Bears are good. But the Bears will be better. I'm not a Bears fan, but Fields is good. The Bears are going to be better. The Bears are going to be better. I'm just telling you. Bears are going to be better. Bears will get you anyway. If they had a better defense, I might pick them to win the division. Matter of fact, I would pick them to win the division if they had a better defense. But their defense is terrible. So I'm thinking between 7 and 9 wins. 7 and 9 wins. So, but I like Justin Fields. I like Justin Fields. TikTok, what do you got? What do you got? Purdy or Lance? Purdy. Look, I hate it because I don't think Lance has gotten a real opportunity. Look, he's played lousy in the preseason so far. He just has. He's played awful in preseason. But Purdy, I don't think Purdy is this world beater like a lot of Niner fans are saying, oh, Purdy's the next Joe Montana. Yeah, give me a break. Okay? No, he's not. But the bottom line is, I don't know. Lance just hadn't had a real opportunity. He got hurt real early. A guy comes in, takes his job. I don't know. So that's my feeling on it, man. That is my feeling on it. So we'll see. We will see. I like Purdy. Purdy's a better quarterback at this point. I think Lance could do a change of scenery. Lance needs to be traded because it doesn't even look like Lance is going to be the backup. Doesn't even look like Lance is going to be the backup. Look like he's going to be the number 3 quarterback. I think Lance could do from a change of scenery and get traded. I was thinking he was going to go to Washington. I thought Washington should have come and gotten him before the draft, but not in the cards. So I'll take Purdy. TikTok, what else you got? Baker Mayfield or Kyle Trask? It'll be Mayfield early. If they go in the tank, Trask will get a shot by week 8. But who knows? I don't think they're going to be very good, man. I don't think they're going to be very good. So, what else? What else you got? The Giants? I think the Giants take a step back. I think they do. I think it was fool's gold last year. I think the Giants take a step back. And I know the NFC is not great, but I think they take a step back. So, that's just me. All right, what do we got on YouTube? Do you think Washington, this is from Matthew Pritchard. Do you think Washington is going to get the original name back, the Washington Redskins? I heard around the grapevine that is going around that people are pushing to get it back, that supposedly they only wanted to do that to get out of Daniel Snyder, which seems like an odd thing to do, to go through all that trouble to get rid of the owner and now to change the name back. I don't know. I don't think that they're going to do that because the kind of outrage that there would be everywhere if they did. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. If some people are offended, they're offended. It is what it is. I don't really want to get into that. But the bottom line is they change the name, they change the name. I know they can't go to the Commanders because you can't copyright it, which you would think somebody in the organization would already know that. But, oh well. That's why they have literally been the laughing stock of the NFL for the last 30 years. It's terrible. So what else we got? What do we got? Thoughts on Michael Thomas in fantasy? Is Michael Thomas, does he even play football anymore? What's he played? Like 3 games last 3 years? If he's healthy, he'll be okay. But how long is he going to be healthy? He would be a late round guy for me in fantasy. But people are talking 5th and 6th round for the guy. I'm like, yeah, no. If he can stay healthy, first of all, I think he's lost his explosive. He was never this speed guy, but what he did getting in and out of breaks, I think he's lost some of that with injuries. I'd stay away if I were you. You could take a late round flyer, but I wouldn't count on him for anything. So, wouldn't count on him for anything. What do we got over here? Boom, 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 boom. Amen for Deuce Vaughn. Think Harbaugh will ever coach in the NFL again? It depends. It depends. I think if this NCAA probe goes south, I think Harbaugh says, screw you guys. I'm out of here. I really believe that. I think if this NCAA probe into Michigan goes south, I think Harbaugh is like, I didn't do anything. I paid for a guy's meal. It wasn't that big a deal. Yeah, I lied to you about it. Okay. What do you want to do? You want to suspend me for a year? You know what? You can suspend me forever. I quit. I can do 5 or 6 jobs in the NFL. I think that's what Harbaugh will do. I absolutely think he'll do that. And good for him. The NCAA is nuts. They're nuts with all this. And you're going to punish him over some nonsense? Come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's see. Steelers fan. The black and gold. Yeah, I'm a diehard Steelers fan, Matthew. I am that. Well, I appreciate you, man. Like I said, anybody that's not following me, again, we're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. Join the live Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Central Time. Come join us on Fridays. It's first week of football. This Friday, because there's college football on Saturday. We are going to be picking games. 52.4% last year, just under 55 where we want to be. But we made money. We made some money, and that's the main thing. We made some money, and we're going to make some more this year. We're going to make some more this year. So if you're not following me on TikTok, please do. Anybody on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, or anybody, come on over to YouTube. Go subscribe. Come join the chat. Come join the live. We'll be live, like I said, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Time. Do I believe the Florida State hike this year? Fins fan, good question. I do not. Now, let me clarify that. I think Florida State will have a good football team, but people keep talking about they're going to win the ACC and make the playoff. I don't believe that at all. First of all, I think they lose the first game of the year to LSU. That's number one. They're not going to beat Clemson. That's number two. And they're going to, it's Florida State. They're going to lose another game in there to somebody that they shouldn't lose to. So, no. I believe they're going to be a decent football team, a good football team. But I don't believe Florida State. I don't believe that hype. I don't believe that at all. I don't at all. I like I said, I'm not even that high on LSU, but I think LSU beats them the first game of the year. So I don't think LSU is winning a national championship, though. You got to stop saying stuff like, look here. You got to stop saying things like that out loud because they lock you up and they put you in a padded room for that, man. LSU is not winning the national title. Stop it. Don't say stuff like that. Don't say stuff like that. They lock people up for that. They'll lock you up. Throw away the key. In a padded room. Don't do that. What else we got? What do we got, TikTok? What do we got? What about Michigan? I mean, Michigan is going to be Michigan. I think Michigan beats Ohio State again. I think they win the Big Ten. The Big Ten is not any good. Look, the Big Ten's got 3 good teams. They got Michigan, Ohio State, and you can say Penn State's good, but Penn State can't beat Ohio State or Michigan, and they're not going to this year either. But the other teams aren't good in the Big Ten. Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan State, those teams aren't good. And you Big Ten fans, you know that. You know that. Big Ten's not any good. Michigan will win it. But when Michigan runs into a team that's got more speed, that can match their physicality, they're going to lose. Just like they lost to TCU last year. They're going to lose. As simple as that. So they'll make the playoff, and then they will get beat again. Again. What do I think about Bryce Young and the Panthers? I think if they don't protect Bryce Young, that he's going to get annihilated. They got to run the football more in Carolina. Run the football more. Their offensive line in the preseason anyway has been atrocious. You got to run the football more. Got to protect them. I don't have Waller stats predictions, man. I mean, you can't predict. The guy's on a new team. I have no idea what Darren Waller's going to do. No clue. I would guess he catches 60 to 65 balls, though. What about Colorado versus TCU matchup? Great question. Great question. I think that Colorado beats TCU the first game of the year. Everybody is on TCU. TCU is not as good as what people think. I think Colorado is a little better than what people think. And I think Colorado goes to TCU and wins the first game of the year. I believe that happens. Now, I don't think Colorado wins more than 5 games this year. I don't. But I think that first game is one of them. That's one of them. But yeah, I'm on the record. I've seen Colorado. They don't have the depth. If they deal with any type of injuries, they got a good 22. And I would be willing to say that I would match Colorado's 22 up with a lot of good teams in NCAA football. A lot. The first 22, I'd match them up with a lot of good teams. But when you get to the top 44, Colorado doesn't stand a chance. Doesn't stand a chance. They don't have the depth yet. They don't have it yet. So he's got a little ways to go before they get that depth there. So it'll be a minute. So they're not going to be great this year. They're not. They're not. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got over here in YouTube? Big time Nebraska Cornhuskers fan. Yeah, Nebraska will be better this year. Nebraska's going to be better this year. You know, I like Matt Rule. He's a program builder. He took a check to go to the NFL. I don't blame him, but he belongs in college football. That's where he does his thing. That's where he does his damage. Good for him. Good for him. We're beating the Niners first game of the year. Absolutely, the Steelers are beating the Niners the first game of the year. 100%. I don't even know why that's up for debate or in question. The Steelers are winning that game. They're winning it. I mean, Brock Purdy probably gets sacked 4 or 5 times. Kenny Pickett, 3 touchdown passes. Deontay Johnson gets in the end zone twice. Last year, he didn't get in the end zone once. He scores twice on the 49ers. Mark it down. Mark it down. Steelers over the Niners, week 1. Mark it down. Mark it down. What else we got? Big 12 champs. K-State going to repeat? Boom, absolutely. Kansas State lost some key guys. But you can't tell me that anybody that wins a Power 5 conference brings back 15 starters, their quarterback, and the entire offensive line, and their preseason rank at 16? Who does that? Where does that happen at? 15 starters, the quarterback, the whole offensive line, which they have a consensus first-team All-American on, and you're telling me that they start out 16? Come on. Come on, man. Let's get serious. Let's get serious. Let's get serious. And yes, they lost Deuce Vaughn. Trayshawn Ward is very, very good. DJ Giddens, very, very good. I'm not saying they're Deuce Vaughn. K-State's not going to miss a beat in the run game. They're going to be okay. K-State's receivers weren't very good last year. They smoke and mirrors is how they did it. They'll be better than what they were last year. Now, Brents, King Felix, losing those guys, that could be a problem. That could be a problem. But if they can figure out a way to get a pass rush, which I think they can, I'm telling you, K-State, look out. I'm not saying they're going to make the playoff, but they'll repeat as Big 12 champs. They can do it. Nah, the college bracket, that's a good question. It's next year that the college playoff changes. This year, it's still just 4 teams. Next year, it changes. What do we got? What do we got? Cade Klubnik from Clemson. I think he improves. He should have probably played last year. He probably should. KU's not making a run. Not even talking about Kansas. Stop it. What up? What up, man? What's going on? Derek Carr with the Saints. Good question. Good question. I like Derek Carr. I take that back. I think Derek Carr is okay. I think he'll be good because that division's not going to be good. So I think Derek Carr will be good. But, I mean, he's just okay. He's just okay. I mean, he's better than what they had, 30 for 30 Winston and Andy Dalton. Although Dalton didn't play horrible last year. He didn't play horrible, but he's still Andy Dalton. And 30 for 30 Winston, I mean, whew. I mean, nobody wants that as their starting quarterback, apparently. So, guys throwing 30 picks. So, I think Carr will be all right. So, all right, man. I appreciate you guys. Look, again, we're live Monday through Friday. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. We're live on all of these platforms, man. So I appreciate everybody joining in. Tell your friends, tell your buddies, come join in, come catch the live, 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, Central Time. Again, on Fridays, we'll have a segment where we're throwing out Big B bets, college and pro football as soon as it starts. And it'll be this Friday because there's college football this week coming. Oh, yeah, there's college football on Saturday. So we're going on Friday. They're going to be tricky games because I don't think the games are very good, but we'll figure it out. We're going to make some money, man. We're going to have some fun. So I appreciate y'all joining the live, joining the chat. If you're not following me on TikTok, please do. You're not following me or subscribed over to Big B Sports Talk on YouTube, please do. Come check all of it out. I will catch you guys later, man. Thank you.